Hey guys, welcome back to day 3 of day 30 of free 8-figure club coaching and ClickFunnels support. So guys, I'm super excited to be doing this for the next 30 days, for the entire month of November. So welcome. Super excited for what I'm going to be talking about today, and that I've written that on the board so that we can stay focused today and not get off on tangents. But today is about the importance of value ladders. I'm going to talk about what a value ladder is. I'm going to talk about why you need to think through your value ladder. You see, people fly in and we spend an entire day here in San Diego. We call it a funnel day, or we call it a private one-on-one intensive, and we spend that entire day syncing up together. We spend that entire day, a lot of times there's a big heavy chunk of that day spent on thoughtfully thinking through their value ladder or your value ladder. So I'm going to talk about the value ladder today, and I'm also going to show you an example of a bad value ladder or a not so good, well thought out value ladder, and then I'm going to talk about a well thought out value ladder. This comes up all the time, and the reality of this is first off, before we jump into it and dive into it, I want to get to the meat and potatoes here today. I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching this video, whether you're on Facebook Live right now or you're watching this after this has been live, or if you're on YouTube, because everything that we're doing here on Facebook is also going up to YouTube as well. So if you haven't watched day 2 or day 1, I highly encourage that you go back, okay, binge watch those videos. They are long, but there is nuggets of gold in there that I want to get to you. The reason why, there's a few reasons why I'm doing Facebook Live for 30 days for any of you guys who haven't heard the reason why. So first off, I want to help more people crush the 2 Comma Club. That's generating over $1 million a year in your business. And then I want them to achieve the 8-figure club award, which is for generating over $10 million through a funnel for your business. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that I'm in a first of all, we get hundreds of questions every single week about ClickFunnels, about funnel building, about marketing and advertising, and we get tons of questions all the time about this stuff. So I thought, you know what? Let's go on live Facebook and let's just answer some questions. So today, there's going to be a questions and answers time today. Okay, so if you're watching this now, just drop a comment, in the comment section of this video, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have about funnels, about marketing, about advertising, about your offer. Okay, even about value ladders, right? Like, ask any questions because that's why I'm doing this. All right. Secondly, I'm in a Russell Brunson's mastermind. It's called the Inner Circle. It's a mastermind. It's a $50,000 a year mastermind with other thought leaders and experts in their field. And one of the things that Russell said that I should be doing is about 6 months ago, he said, Bryan, you need to be doing more Facebook Live. You need to be doing more live video. And I agreed, but it took me a little while to actually do it. What really kind of pushed me over the edge is that I have a friend, he's raising $2.2 million to eradicate waterborne illness in the country of Liberia. And I saw him going live on Facebook, and it gave me the kick that I needed to get in the game here and start providing massive value to you through Facebook Live. So if you have any questions or any topics that you'd like me to, you'd like to hear from me, please let me know. You can private message me, you can send me an email, you can comment in the video below or on YouTube. Like, reach out, let us know what you want to hear. Let me know where you're stuck, okay? I want to help you get unstuck so you can get to where you're looking to go, okay? Whether that's $1 million a year or whether that's $10 million a year, I want to help you. That's why I'm doing all this, okay? Now, we're going to cover topics like, funnel building and funnel strategy, or offer creation, or offer strategy, or offer stacking. We're going to talk about marketing and advertising and copywriting and video production and high performance coaching. I'm a certified high performance coach with Bryan Bouchard, and so I'll be bringing you some high performance coaching and what I call morning rhythms. And so you can see in the description of this video a big old list of topics that we're going to be talking about over the next 30 days. The other reason I'm doing it is this is a great month, right? We're in the month of November now. It's Thanksgiving. Okay, so what are you grateful for? Think about it for a second. What are you grateful for? Write it down. Speak it out. Share it with someone else that you love, that's in your life today. Tell them what you're grateful for. Maybe it might be them, right? But this is another way of me contributing to you and giving back for all the things that I'm grateful for. It's a big list. I'm certainly grateful for the community. I'm certainly grateful for the people who support what we do. And so let's get this party started. We're in day 3, and I'm going to share with you some $1 million marketing insights and lessons that I've learned over the last 12 years of doing this and building over 1,650 funnels myself. So I'm going to be bringing you that wisdom over the course of the next 30 days, and I'm here to get those to you. And then we're going to answer some questions live. And then we're going to talk about, what's next. We're going to kind of summarize today for you. And so today is all about the importance of a value ladder. Okay, so you might be asking, like, what is a value ladder, right? Like, what the heck is a value ladder, Brian? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's kind of like funnels, right? You're like, what the heck are you talking about? What's a funnel? We'll get into that at a later video. A value ladder, okay, is simply this. Is simply offers, okay, in your business, okay? It's a series of offers in your business that generally start out for free, okay? So technically this is an example of free, right? What's going on, Trevor? I can see a lot of you guys down there in the Facebook Lives. Welcome, welcome. Super excited to see you guys there. Thank you for joining me today. I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to show you an example, okay? This is an example of a value ladder that we helped one of our partners to create, which went on to producing $1.447 million in less than 90 days. Less than 90 days, crazy, right? So I want to show you behind the scenes of this, and I want to show you some insights, some true insights that you should be thinking about. And if you have any questions about these insights, please let me know. So the value ladder starts right here, right? So free content, okay? Facebook Live, this is an example. A free webinar. You've been on webinars, I'm sure, right? So a webinar is another great example. But this is where you start in their business. They teach people how to be financially independent or financially free in 10 years or less, regardless of their age, income, or experience. The brand is Cash Flow Tactics. And so this is the beginning of their funnel. This is the beginning to coming into their world. Free content is on their blog. It's on YouTube. It's on podcasts, interviews on other people's podcasts, and soon to be their own podcast. So this is all free content. Okay, I'm going to get into why this is important in a minute. Ultimately, we need to build trust with a market that we don't yet know, that doesn't yet know, like, and trust us, right? So we need to provide massive value for free over here, and then bring them up into the offers that we have. Bring them up into the products and services that we have to help them get to the desired outcome that they want in their life, right? So for the Cash Flow Tactics, the example that they have here is that the webinar is about, how to become financially free in 10 years or less, regardless of their age, income, or experience. So the next level is a course, and they sell their course for $497. And now I want to kind of sit on this for a second, because when Brad and Ryan came to me, they said, Brian, we just want to break even here. We want to just self-liquidate. We want to pay for our advertising. That's what self-liquidate means. It means pay for the advertising. Sorry for using technobabble. I've been in this for a long time, and sometimes technobabble just pops out, right? So they have their signature course, and it's a really good mindset to have, is that you're willing to break even, right? Like, where is that point of break even in your business? Do you know where that point of break even for you is? But if you have, they had a great expectation going in. Brian, we just want to break even right here on the course, and then everything after that is pure profit, okay? So we launched the free webinar, then we launched the course, profitable out of the gate. So not only did it pay for the advertising, but it was profitable. And then we move into the next level. And so they stack in their particular scenario, they have a mastermind. It's a $7,500 or a $12,500 mastermind, okay? And we filled that up pretty quickly. We've got about 50 members in that group, and that's responsible for about $350, $345, something around that number, $1,000 in less than 90 days. So that was important to have. And then the back end, they make money on helping people buy real estate, and they make money on helping people get life insurance policies. Okay, so they have a back end of at least $5,000 per customer back here, okay? And it's a lot more than that, okay, as you can do the math, right? So having a well thought through value ladder allows you to spend money, to advertise, to get people to listen to what you have to offer, right? To bring your thought leadership to the world. So if you're an expert, you're an agency, right? Even if you're an e-commerce store, you should be bringing this thought leadership to the world, and you should be doing it as fast as humanly possible, right? Like there's no greater time than now to bring your thought leadership to the world. Now, what I would like to say before we get too deep into it is that if you haven't claimed your free golden ticket, this free golden ticket is loaded with our 7 and 8 figure funnels, emails, and scripts, okay? Now, it's for 3 different types of businesses. We have our 7-figure expert funnels, okay? Emails and scripts. So that is, how I helped one of our clients go from 0 to 1.1 million in less than 12 months and build a list of over 120,000 people. You have all of those funnels, emails, and scripts on this USB drive, and it's free. All you gotta do is pay for the shipping. Super simple, super easy. You get our 7 and 8 figure agency funnels, okay? Agency funnels that have got us into the 8-figure club award, 1 of 17 to receive that award at Funnel Hacking Live this year. Such an honor, such a great place. I love that conference. And then our 7-figure e-commerce funnels. If you have an e-commerce store, this is applicable to you because we have our 7-figure e-commerce funnels. One funnel is producing an 8% conversion rate to cold traffic to the sale, which is very high if you know anything about conversion rates on the front end. And another one is responsible for producing over $3,000 per day, which includes continuity on the back end. So if you have a business, right, and you want to generate more leads, you want to sell more stuff, I highly encourage you to grab this free golden ticket while it's available. There's only 500 copies of this available. I'm not printing more copies. I'm not just creating more. I've got 500 of these that I'm giving away, and we're doing something fun with it. We have 5 of these free golden tickets. So it says Dulaney's golden ticket. There's 5 of these that I'm giving out. Okay, only 5. But these things are worth $15,000. Okay, everyone who wins one of these will get a one-on-one private intensive with my team and I here in beautiful San Diego, California, where we'll go through the entire process of mapping out your business from the beginning to the end of how to create $1 million a year business, okay, or $1 million a month business, wherever you're at. Some people need to cross that $1 million a year business threshold. Maybe you're just starting out, or you're in the low 6-figure mark, right, or even the 5-figure mark. Other people are already hitting 7 figures, and they're like, Brian, I want to go to the next level. I want you to help me produce $1 million a month. And that's great too. Wherever you're at, I can help. And if you win, we'll get the opportunity to spend a full day together here in my offices here in beautiful San Diego, California. So make sure you get your free golden ticket while they're still available. They are flying off the shelves. As you can imagine, I've been paid over $100,000 for some of the content on that thing, right? On this USB, I've been paid literally over $100,000. In one case, $250,000 for some of these contents, and you're getting it for free, guys. This is a no-brainer. So grab that thing while you can. Now, here's what we're gonna do next. I love this Jamboard. Jamboard's amazing. So here's a bad value ladder, and here's a good value ladder. Okay, so I want to explain the differences between a good value ladder and a bad value ladder, and I see them all the time. I mean, we see people all the time, every single week, and they come in, they think they need this, but in reality, they realize they need more, or they need something a little different. So this is an example of a bad value ladder. I had someone in my offices doing a private one-on-one intensive, and she said, listen, I would like to do webinars. I see that webinars are really, really, really powerful. And I've been on webinars, and I've purchased things through webinars. And I hear like these webinars are like a great way to sell stuff. And I said, you're absolutely right. I've been doing webinars since 2010, and I love webinars. It's one of the greatest ways of printing cash on demand. And it's a really fun thing. Like, you have to show up a little differently on a webinar, right? Like, you've got to increase your energy. You've got to bring your A game. You've got to tell stories in a different way than you're used to, right? And then you get the opportunity to make an offer, which is a lot of fun, which a lot of people get tripped up on. But please don't worry about that. We help you. We coach you through that process so that you can show up like a boss, still bring your value, massive value, bring your thought leadership and expertise, and then make an offer that's a no-brainer. That's how webinars should be done. You shouldn't feel like you're pitching or selling something that doesn't provide value, because if you're someone like me, we provide massive value and we have to. That's how you're going to be trusted in your market. That's how you're going to rise up as the thought leader, which I would encourage you to embrace that declaration. I don't know if you do declarations, but it's part of my morning rhythms, and declarations are very, 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 very powerful. And I'll tell you more stories about why declarations are so important, why what you speak becomes a reality, and why your beliefs matter a lot more than you think. In fact, I'm going to talk about that in this example. I have seen people with beliefs that break them. I've seen people with beliefs that literally will alter the course of their results just by their beliefs. I'll get into that in another video. But our thoughts and our feelings produce our reality, and you need to know that. You need to know that up here, this is controlling the show. And if you don't have a tight lock on what's going on up here, you're going to be in for disappointment. So we want to control this thing. We want to control it, and we want to reprogram it. I'll talk about ways that I've done this because I've been in personal development for over a decade, going on 15 years now. And when I got in, it was like this whole new world that I realized I needed to be in control of my mind. I needed to be in control of not only my conscious mind, but of my subconscious mind, which is a fun topic for another time. So this is a bad value ladder, right? A free webinar, a book, okay? Bryan, I got this book. I want to sell it. I've got this book. Okay, I've got this book, Bryan. I've got this book, and it's an amazing book. I'm going to sell it for free plus shipping. It's going to be $9.95. I'm like, okay, cool. That's awesome. I love a book. I love a book funnel. It's amazing. What else are you going to sell? I'm going to sell a course for $497. Okay, great. How do you plan on selling that? I'm going to sell it through the webinar. Okay, that's fair enough. That's a great idea. I mean, webinars do well with $497 offers if it's made right to the right audience and the need has been built up properly, right? What else? What else do you have to sell? Oh, nothing. That's it. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's going to be hard to monetize that, right? Like what's after that? Okay? You got to think about this, guys. Think about it. This $9.95 to sell books, like you don't make any money on that. That's what the cost of shipping is, right? That covers your shipping and printing costs. And that's not even spending, you're not even spending money on that book, right? So if you have a book and you don't have any upsells or any additional offers, you're just going to lose money. You're just going to spend money to get people to read your book, right? Which is fine if that's what you enjoy doing. But the course, the $497, remember in the example I just showed you, the course was important to get people in the game, to make them invested in creating a new mindset, right? But the profit, I mean, let's just go back for a second. Free webinar, signature course, $497, okay, mindset, let's just break even on that. Let's just take all the money we make from this and pour it back to get more people on the front end of the business so that we can start having conversations with them, right? And then once they become a customer, we can give them exceedingly great value. We can over deliver. We can do more than we said we're going to do, which I believe in doing, okay? And then we can then make additional offers that make sense to get them where they want to go faster, right? That's this example. The mastermind is like, we're going to help you get to where you want to go faster. And people pay for that, right? I certainly pay for that. Okay, so I want you to just think about this. Think about your value ladder. What else could you offer in the value ladder? Now I'm going to show you, this is, again, a good value ladder is the one that I just explained for cash flow tactics. Free webinar. They have a course. The course is loaded with a new mindset on money, a new mindset on how to become financially free in 10 years or less, the strategy to become financially free in 10 years or less, and everything that they need to know to shift their brain out of a certain mindset and into a new mindset. Then, to accelerate their process to becoming financially free in 10 years or less, this is the actual practical, this is what you do next, here's how you do this, and here's how you do that. This is more of the do this, do that, set up a life insurance policy, and buy turnkey cash flowing real estate. That's their business, okay? Helping people get into investment assets that produce cash flow without them being personally responsible for working. That's called a job, or that's called a business. If you have to work for your income, then you're working in the business rather than on the business, and that's and so this is what their model is, and then they make money on the back end, right? Let me show you another example of another value ladder here. Okay, this is one of ours. We have several value ladders because we have several businesses, but we have a free webinar, okay? We have a free golden ticket, okay? We have a 7-figure advertising playbook, okay? We have 30 and 60-minute calls, okay, with one of our funnel experts. We have a boot camp. Boot camps range from $1,000 up to $10,000. We have a mastermind. Okay, a $25,000 and a $50,000 mastermind. And then we have done for you packages that start as low as 50 grand and go up, right? So you can see, okay, we can take the money here that we make in this part of the funnel, okay, and we can pour gasoline on the fire to get people to watch the webinar or to watch the Facebook Lives or to watch read the blog posts, right? Okay. The name of the game these days, if you haven't noticed, guys, is that we need to get in front of the right people, right? It's not about getting in front of everyone. It's about getting in front of the right people, your right people, right? Who's your perfect customer? Who's your perfect audience, right? That'll be for another day. We'll go real deep on who's your avatar. It's also known as a muse. Lululemon, big brand, billion-dollar brand is, they call theirs a muse. But it's an avatar, as you probably know it. I like to call it a perfect customer, and we'll get into the profile of that later. So let's go back real quick here. Okay, actually, we have some questions, but I'll go to questions in a second. All right, guys, so does that make sense? If you have any questions about value ladders, please drop a question below, and I'll look forward to answering your question about value ladders either in Facebook or on YouTube or in the days ahead. We've got some more exciting days ahead of us. I hope you get this. This is a big topic, and you really need to think through it, okay? You really need to think through it. Whenever I'm looking at, I had a business, we had started doing a webinar about a year ago, and we had a free webinar. Then secondly, we had a course for $1,000. Then from the course, we created a workshop for $2,000. And that was about as far as it could go. Like, there was a few other low ticket offers, but that was as far as I could go. And what I realized is that I don't have the opportunity to do, higher ticket stuff. I don't have the opportunity to do a mastermind with that group. Right? I could have, but that group, because of where they were in their journey, for the most part, they didn't have the money to make that big investment, right? And so we said, okay, let's shift and let's go in a little different direction. And sometimes, you know what? You got to make those slight shifts to go in a little bit of a different direction to get you where you're looking to go. And sometimes it helps if you have someone that you can bounce those ideas off of, right? One of the things that I'm really passionate about right now is killing two deadly forces that are infiltrating our community, and that's shiny object syndrome, right? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a new offer these days. And number two is lone wolfing it. Lone wolfing it's no good either. That's, men, this, going to the man cave and bottling up all your emotions is not good, right? And lone wolfing it's not good in business either. That's why it's important to surround ourselves with a pack. Surround ourselves with a group of people. That's why I pay for Russell Brunson's mastermind, is because I want to be with a collective group of other people who are doing what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, right? It's why I have my own mastermind, people that I can bounce ideas off of and who I can help and who can also help me, right? So surround yourself with a pack. If you don't have that pack yet in your life, I would encourage you to find one. I would encourage you to get in one that most resonates with you, that you feel it's going to help you get where you're looking to go. But first, you've got to understand what is it that you want and where do you want to go. All right, back to the basics, right? And it might shift, but I would encourage you to ask this one question. If you had $100 million in the bank, if I cut you a check for $100 million right now, and it was sitting in your account, what would you do? Would you continue doing what you're doing? one of my mastermind guys, we were driving up north for one of our trips, and he asked me, Bryan, if you had $100 million in the bank right now, cash liquid, after tax money, what would you do? Would you continue doing what you're doing? And I told him, absolutely, I would continue what I'm doing. I'd do maybe this a little differently, but I would continue to create, because I love creating. I'm a creator. I love creating. I love building things. I love making new offers. I love helping people take their game to the next level, whether it's in business or in life, right? So what is that for you? Think about it. Spend some time thinking about it. This is a great weekend to do that. You have some time off, hopefully, and take some time. Take an hour, take a walk. You know, I'm blessed to be here in La Jolla, so I can just go down to the beach and take a nice little walk and think, or take a hike in Torrey Pines. But wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. You can throw a coat on if you have to, and take a walk and get some fresh air, and think about it. What is it that you deeply desire and deeply want? Because you will get what you want, whether you like it or not. Whether you're focusing on what you don't want or focusing on what you do want, you're going to get that. You're going to have that manifest. You're going to have that show up in your life, right? Different way of saying showing up. So I hope, guys, you understand the importance of a value ladder. Hope you understand what a value ladder is now. Okay, because we get this question all the time, Bryan, what the heck's a value ladder, and why do I need one? So I hope you understand that, and I hope this brings some insight, some revelation to you, okay, about what it really takes, right? Like if we go over here, like what does it really take? Okay, this is responsible from going from zero, actually, you know, being in the hole, to like $1.44 million, right? This over here is not responsible for much, because every last dime has to go back and be poured into advertising in order to make these two things happen, right? The only other way to make this work is to do an affiliate deal with affiliates and give them 50% and say, hey, let's open this opportunity to do a webinar with your list and sell this course for $497, right? That's another opportunity that could work. But you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. Like, I remember the last mastermind I was in, you know, Russell was like, hey, I'm surprised you don't have like this next level mastermind, and I'm surprised you didn't have it sooner. And I'm like, yeah, I should have created it sooner. I agree. So let's go on here to the next thing that I have in store. So we're going to do some questions. Okay, guys, remember, we get hundreds of questions every single week, and it's about all kinds of things: ClickFunnels, integrations, tech, strategy, about value ladders, about offers, about selling online, about all types of things. Today I've got a few questions here that I'd like to answer for you, so I don't need the paper. And again, guys, if you haven't got your free golden ticket, for those of you that are just coming on, grab your free golden ticket. You just go to freegoldenticket.com, or in the description of this video, whether you're here on Facebook or you're on YouTube later, drop down into the description. You can click on that link and you can go grab your free golden ticket. This thing is loaded with our 7- and 8-figure expert. Okay, so if you're an author, speaker, coach, consultant, right? If you have thought leadership, if you're an expert in what you do, then these funnels will apply to you. We also have our 7- and 8-figure agency funnel, so it's how we've built an 8-figure agency. So you have that as well. And then lastly, you get your 7-figure e-commerce funnels, emails, and scripts loaded onto this USB drive for you as well. So these are how we've built a 7-figure e-commerce business, okay? So grab your free golden ticket while you have the opportunity. Now, let's jump into the questions. So I'm going to start with number 3. In fact, why start with free over paid? Why start with free over paid? So we get this question all the time, and people ask this question, Bryan, should I start with something for free? Should I start providing value for free? Or should I just start selling stuff? Should I start just, you know, have a buyer funnel, right? An example of a buyer funnel would be something like a book funnel, or even this free golden ticket where people have to pull out their credit card to make that investment in themselves. And the reality is this: buyers are worth 40 times more than a lead. 40 times. 40 times. 40 times. So you should think about, how can you create a buyer funnel? That's why you see people doing book funnels. That's why you see people doing these low free plus shipping offers, is because a buyer is worth 40 times more than a lead. So I'd rather have buyers than just a huge list of leads all day long, right? We're able to provide more value. They're able to take more action. They're able to, they're able to implement what we teach, right? But free is really important, right? Like, I got into this whole game. In day one, I talk about how I got in this game of online marketing by joining a free 30-day challenge. If that wasn't free, I might not have made the investment. And I'm so glad that those guys were doing a free 30-day challenge, because if it wasn't for that free 30-day challenge, I probably would have never made my first sale and made my first $750 in the first 7 days. And I probably wouldn't have been prompted to go and find a mentor to teach me how to do all this stuff, right? I wouldn't have, right? But it was free, and I jumped in and I started learning. Now, the benefit of getting in the game for free is that you get the opportunity to build a relationship, and you get the opportunity to build massive value and trust. That's the name of the game, guys, okay? Either you're gonna do it through funnels, you're gonna do it through Facebook Live, you're gonna do it through YouTube, you're gonna do it somehow or some way. You need to find a way to start building trust with your people. That's it. That's it. We're doing it in many ways now. Okay, a lot of the people that we work with, a lot of people that are in our masterminds. Okay, this is the front of the funnel, right? We're doing podcasting, we're doing Instagram, we're doing YouTube, we're doing Facebook, right? We're doing these things to provide massive value, to show others that what we have works, and what we have can help you accelerate time, can collapse that time for you, right? Kind of like cash flow tactics, right? In there, how to become financially free in 10 years or less, regardless of their age, income, or experience. Like, the whole concept is collapsing time, right? Like, don't wait until you're retired to become financially free. Like, become financially free now and start working towards it, okay? So that's why I like to start with free over paid. Now, paid funnels are great. I love paid. I think you should be doing both. So you shouldn't have this concept of, should I do this or should I do that? Should I do this or should I do that? No, you should probably think through your whole strategy and find ways to provide massive value for free, to then build trust, and then go ahead and figure out a way to make offers. Then figure out a way to sell your book. Then figure out a way to sell your course. Then figure out a way to sell whatever it is that you're selling. Okay? Classic example here, guys. Bulletproof Coffee. Okay? Bulletproof Coffee is, I don't know, they've got to be at least a $100 million company. Okay? They've exposed the truth about toxins in coffee, right? Neurotoxins, which is not cool. Like, over 20 of them. Not cool. But Dave Asprey has brought his thought leadership along with his products to the world, and everything took off. Everything skyrocketed. Look at Russell Brunson with ClickFunnels, right? Struggled to sell ClickFunnels as a software, but when he brought his thought leadership to the table, he brought his experience, he brought his expertise, or he brought other people's experience and expertise to the table and combined those together. ClickFunnels took off, right? He was able to sell it for more, and he was able to make more money, right? So that's what I want you to think about. I don't care if you're an expert, you should already be thinking about it. If you're an e-commerce store owner, you should be thinking about it, okay? Especially thinking about it, okay? Dave Asprey with Bulletproof, he owns an e-commerce store, but he also brings his thought leadership to the world by posting content, by bringing thought leadership, by writing books, by positioning himself as the thought leader in coffee, right? And then if you're an agency, you should be doing it as well. Like, you should be serving your clients, but you should also be bringing them that thought leadership that they need, right? You're able to see beyond where they are, so you should bring that revelation and wisdom and insight that you've received over the years that you've been doing it as an expert, right? And bring that thought leadership to the world, and then you'll have even greater opportunities to work with more people, because we all want to work with people that are more successful than we are, right? Like, I hired Tony Robbins as a coach to help me get unstuck and break limiting beliefs and help me, take my game to the next level, right? Or at least I did, several years ago, right? And then I got the blessed opportunity to work with him behind the scenes and see some really cool stuff that not many people have seen, okay? But that's for another story for another time, because it's past the 7:30 mark. So next question, how to improve and better monetize my funnels, right? Okay, we get this question a lot. How do I improve and better monetize my funnels? Well, first off, you should be split testing. If you're not split testing, I mean, there's a rule of thumb in marketing, and that's always be testing, right? Kind of like sales, always be closing. That's old school, okay, first of all. But always be testing, okay? You want to always be testing. And you should, I mean, one headline change can make the difference between 20% conversion and a 40% conversion. I've seen it, and I see it all the time. Like, you've got to be testing. You've got to be testing button colors. You've got to be testing your offer. You've got to be testing your price points. You've got to be testing your closes. You've got to be testing everything, guys. Okay? I mean, you've got to be testing everything. Okay? Don't get stuck in a rut. Don't get stuck in, this is the only way to do it. One simple tweak can change your game, can change the game for you. Okay, it can mean the difference between a 20% conversion rate and a 30% conversion rate, or a 40% conversion rate. And imagine, for every 100 customers for every 100 leads that or people that you get in front of, if you're able to capture 20 or 40, which one would you take? Well, you take the 40, right? And you should be able to get it to 40, but it might take some testing. Now, it might just sing right out of the gate. It might just hum right out of the gate. If you've got the right strategy, if you got the right brains on your business, then it might just sing right out of the gate, like cash flow tactics, right? It just sings right out of the gate. But for most people, it doesn't just sing right out of the gate, because most people don't have the experience, right? They don't have the wisdom, they don't have the expertise, right? Okay, how to improve and better monetize your funnels. The other thing I would say about that is, like, look at your value ladder. Okay, where is your point of break even? There's a saying in this business, in all business, it's he who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. Okay, hear that again. He who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins, right? My value ladder is bigger, therefore I can spend more. If I spend more, I can get in front of more people. If I can get in front of more people, I can make more money. Right? Especially if I have lead generation funnels and if I have buyer funnels. Right? So you want to think about, how can you increase that lifetime value of the customer? Every business is thinking about it. How can we make more per customer? How can we increase that value? How can we sell more to our customers? Right? It's something you should always be thinking about. How can I give them more of what they want and what they need? Maybe you need to survey them. Maybe you need to find out what they actually need. Maybe you need to find out, instead of selling them what you think they need, try selling them what they want and they need. Just give them a survey. Find out what they need. They'll tell you. Your customers are some of your greatest assets, because they have what you need, which is they have the information, right? Okay, how long to see results? By the way, there's about 100 different things you can do to see and improve the monetization of your funnels and your offers, okay? There's tons of things you can do, okay? Definitely add social proof, like as seen on. So get yourself on some radio stations, some news stations, some podcasts. Get yourself on some press releases. Like, get yourself seen, right? As seen on, right? If you have a thing on the top of your site that says as seen on Oprah, as seen on Dr. Oz, like, that'll increase your conversion rates, okay? Testimonials. Get some real authentic testimonials. Get people talking about what you've done for them, or what your products have done for them. Okay, very powerful. That's why Amazon has there's a review system, right? Those reviews dictate buying behavior, right? And I believe reviews, like, we're just beginning to see, like, the implication of this, but reviews are very powerful, okay? And you need to be getting them, okay? Those are two things. Make sure your site has an SSL certificate, okay? HTTPS, okay? If you want to go to the next level, get a green bar SSL. Green bar SSL. I've seen significant improvements in our conversion rates when we have the green bar. The green bar just adds a different level of security metric to the website, and I've seen it makes a big difference. So, try that. If you have a big brand, you have a business that generates over $1 million a year, you can afford $540 a year to pay for the green bar SSL. Okay, it's worth it. Okay, how long to see results? This is a great question, and I get it all the time. How long, Brian, how long, I'm going to go build this thing, how long is it going to take to see results? Well, it's going to be different for everyone. You should start seeing results as soon as you turn the switch on, right? Turn that puppy on. Turn the traffic on. As soon as you turn the traffic on, if you've built it right, okay? Now, if you're just winging it, or copying other people, like, then it might take a little while for you to figure out, you know, because people can feel that, people can recognize that. But if you're unique, you've got a well thought through offer, you've got a well thought through funnel, right? You're hitting on pains, problems, you're speaking to their solutions, their desired outcomes, and you're targeting the right people, then results should happen instantly, right? Just like in the example in the case study of, you know, Brad, Ryan, and Jimmy with cash flow tactics, right? Turn traffic on, people start signing up for the webinar, webinar registrations are great, people start joining the webinars, they get on, at the end, they make the investment to go to the next level, and then within a week, they're already upgrading for $7,500, $12,500, and that's because we took the time to think through the value ladder. So I would encourage you, think through the value ladder. If you need any help thinking through the value ladder, I'd be honored. I'd love to help you in that area. This is what we do, right? This is what we do for a living. So get your free golden ticket, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go back a couple slides here real quick. Okay, like I mentioned, get your free golden ticket while it lasts. We've only got 500 of these available. Okay, go to freegoldenticket.com to grab these funnels, emails, and scripts. It's not just funnels on this thing, but I break down some scripts and some emails, some of the copy that goes into building your funnel the right way. And for right now, it's for free, and you can get it at freegoldenticket.com or click the link in the description, and it'll take you over to the funnel. You can go through the funnel. I suggest that you read the funnel, right? Have you ever done that? Like listen to the video and read the entire sales page? Like read the whole page, right? It was written in a way, in a strategic way. You can learn a lot from just looking at other people's funnels. You can learn a lot from listening and reading. So thank you for being on with me today, and I can't wait to give away these golden tickets, these $15,000 golden tickets. Then these are, again, if you're one of the 5, you get an opportunity to be with my team and I here in beautiful San Diego, California, where we're working only on your business, where we're focused for an entire day on just your business and whatever it is that you need help with. We jump in and we work through it, okay? All right, so let's recap real quick. If you have any questions, guys, okay, just drop them into the comment section. I'll answer them either live or in an upcoming day. Again, this is day 3 of day 30. So we're gonna be doing this for 30 days for the entire month of November. I'm excited to be bringing you wisdom and lessons that I've learned over the last 12 years of building funnels, not only for myself, but for experts, agencies, and for e-commerce store owners. I mean, in all types of things, all types of markets, local businesses, national businesses, and international companies. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. And what did we learn today? We learned today that you must think through your value ladder. We learned today that you must have a well thought through value ladder, and you need to know where you're going to be breaking even and where your profit center lies, right? Very important. What else did we learn? We learned that the more you spend to acquire a customer, the more you win, right? But if you don't have enough of a value ladder to spend money to acquire customers, then you're not going to be able to win because your competitor is going to come right in and they're going to outspend you, right? You don't want that to happen, okay? So think through it, okay? You want to be profitable, right? I've seen people literally get into the 2 Comma Club, which is for generating $1 million, without a thought through value ladder, and they end up spending almost just as much as they made. And that's terrible. That's not what you want those for. You want that $1 million to be profit, okay? Not all expenses. That's silly, okay? So that's it, guys. That's all for today. We're gonna call it a wrap. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. sharp, okay? Don't miss out, okay? If you're not on the notification list, I encourage you to get on the notification list. You can subscribe, follow this page, my page, and then you'll be alerted when we go live. But it's going to be 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we're going to be diving into some more $1 million insights and some lessons that I've learned on this journey, and $1 million insights and lessons that I give to people that come in to San Diego to spend an entire day with my team and I to build out their entire everlasting funnel for their business. So again, thank you. Have an amazing day. Take a walk. Enjoy today. And I can't wait to see you in tomorrow's video.